Hello, and you're watching Realty Sessions with Erica Brumfield. This is a series of different informational sessions to share with you considerations that you should embrace when deciding on whether to buy a home or not, and deciding on what type of home to purchase. So today we're going to discuss whether you should skip a starter house and go straight to your dream house as your first purchase of a home. So gone are the days when new first-time home buyers are purchasing, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom homes. A lot of people, because we're in the Bay Area and we're near Silicon Valley, or some people who are first-time home buyers have jobs that can afford them to make substantial, significant purchases of large dream homes. So today, many buyers are skipping the process of buying a small starter home and they're going straight to the dream home. And so we're going to discuss whether or not that decision is for you or not, as you're going to be the person who's responsible for your mortgage once you make that purchase. So I wanted to discuss the factors you should consider when deciding on whether to skip the starter house or to make the purchase of a large dream home, or whether you want to start with a smaller house and then with the intention of purchasing at a later time. So first you want to consider why exactly you're buying the home. What are the reasons? Are you trying to lower your living expenses? We know that rent in the Bay Area is substantially high, even when compared, especially when compared to the rest of the nation. The Bay Area and California itself is one of the most expensive housing markets in the country. The Bay Area itself is the most expensive housing market in the country, actually. Do you want a place to raise your kids, or do you just want to put down roots? Do you want this to be your only purchase, or are you willing to go through the process in the future again of purchasing another home? Another thing you want to consider is, what's your budget? Can you afford to buy the larger dream house? Or is it a matter of, you're going to buy at what you can afford that may not be your dream home, but it's what your budget can afford you at the moment? That's very important to consider, because whenever you purchase a home, you never want to overextend yourself, and you never want to purchase for an image or to impress someone else. Because someone else is not paying your mortgage, you're responsible. The bank holds you responsible for that mortgage that you pay every month. So we want to purchase a home that will accommodate, if you will, our budget, not vice versa. Not our budget being stretched so thin that we're trying to accommodate the home and overextend our budget. So you want to consider what you currently can afford, or what will push your budget too far. Anything that overextends your budget is not a good idea for you, because you don't want to be in a situation where you fall behind on your mortgage, or whether you go into default, or whether you go into pre-foreclosure or foreclosure. That is not a situation you want to find yourself in. So as much as you can avoid it, you need to avoid it at the front end by purchasing a mortgage that you can afford comfortably, not that you're struggling to pay for every month. You also want to consider, how long do you plan to stay in the home? Do you plan to raise your children there and have them go to a school in a good district? Is that why you're purchasing the home? Or do you foresee that career concerns or career demands that you may have to relocate at some point in the near future, near being 3 to 5 years? So is that play into why you want to purchase the home and how long you intend to stay in that house? Another factor is the market favorable for you right now? So if you are moving into a dream home and it's a high demand market, as in the inventory is low and the demand is high, then you're going to be competing with a lot of other buyers who may be in the same situation as you, who may be able to afford that dream home like you can. So that means that sometimes, especially in the East Bay, you'll have bidding wars on homes a home that you may definitely want to purchase, but because of the bidding war, because the home has been priced and listed at such a low price, sometimes it will raise the bids to $200,000 more than the asking price of the home. And so, depending on the market, when the market is a low market, what we call, or a buyer's market, then that will mean that you won't have as much competition when you're trying to place a bid on a home. So that's another consideration you want to make when you're thinking about whether you want to purchase your dream home, a large dream home that needs no updates, no all the bells and whistles, all the features are already included in the home, or whether you want to go with a more modest home that you may do some updating yourself once you move in, or that you only intend to stay in for a brief period of time. Brief meaning 3 to 5 years, or maybe 5 to 7 years. Those are definitely factors to consider. Favorable market conditions mean you get more house for your budget, for your money. When it's not favorable, as in when it's a seller's market, you're going to get less house for more money. So I would love to speak with you if you're not sure whether you want to buy your starter home, a modest starter home, or whether you want to, just move straight into the dream home. Then I would love to meet with you and help you make decisions. You can reach me at 510-499-2719. My email address is ericka@parcelsbyerica.com. I look forward to working with you, and customer service is my priority. Thank you.